the White House had a Pride event. By the way, was masking mandatory at the Pride event? Because
Oh no, clothing wasn't mandatory either, apparently.
so I think we have a little vid from Libs of TikTok. Let's check this out.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Year. Happy Pride Life.
Yeah!
Transgender children.
You are beautiful.
You are heard.
You belong.
You are understood.
You are loved.
And you belong. One of the bravest and most inspiring people I've ever known. And
you're welcome.
Good folks.
Can we take a little video? Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor. Trans rights are human rights. Oh, it's a video. Oh, it's a video.
Like, where am I?
Gay news. Are we topless at the White House?
Well, Dre, I'll say this. Now we know where all that unsold Bud Light was being provided as refreshments. I mean, holy Dylan Mulvaney, what a freak show. And, the lack of respect and decorum for that august office with, I don't know if it was a he, she, or a she, her, or whatever it was, taking the top off, jiggling the breasts. I don't know if they're real mammary glands or implants. By the way, I've always said this, and I'm not saying this as a joke. I really want to know because we'll be having the Gay Pride Parade later this month in Toronto. Andrea, par for the course, there will be full frontal nudity on display. What does nudity have to do with pride? Whether you have pride in your sexual orientation or your gender identification, why does that go hand in hand with taking your clothes off and, walking down Church Street with your junk hanging out? Can you explain that for me, please?
Well, it's certainly a shoe-in for people who love to engage in voyeurism. And it's not just toplessness that you'll see. You'll also see men without their bottoms for the most part. We've seen that many times. I'm sure that's coming again. But this is the White House. What is going on here? Where is the respect? Where is the dignity? I mean, how is this to be celebrated by anybody? It doesn't matter your sexual orientation, no class. And then you have Biden saying words like the bravest people.
Yes.
Bravery is, how is that the president's version of the bravest people he can think of in America? Are people taking their tops off at the White House?
You notice, Trey, he didn't give a name or two. Who are these brave people pretending to be men and women pretending to be whatever? I mean, I would imagine there's a lot of brave Americans that were left behind almost 2 years ago in Afghanistan when Biden pulled the plug on that operation in an absolute disgraceful act of cowardice. But yeah, we'll sell our allies down the river, the interpreters, the fixers, what have you, even Americans. And yet Biden considers a man and a woman dressing as the opposite sex as what? That's an act of bravery? Explain this to me.
The bravest of all acts, according to the President of America. Oh. I know a lot of Americans were complaining that the pride flag was raised to the same level as the American flag as well. It's just, I feel like the LGBTQ plus community is getting so politicized that it's doing a disservice to their community, as well as all of the for lack of better words, normal people in their community who are saying, oh my gosh, like I'm sure some of them are watching this and going, oh, this is making us look so bad. And I feel bad for those people.
100%. And Dre, as they say in the business press, the bottom line is the bottom line. Anheuser-Busch, their stock value, I think it's now down by US $16.5 billion. Target is in the same ballpark too. I mean, if you as they say, go woke, go broke, these companies might survive this. it almost seems that they're trying to go into bankruptcy protection on purpose. But it's a cautionary tale. Even when you have Sleepy Joe going to bat for the trans community, don't think the vast majority of Americans are on side with that. And the proof is in the pudding with what we're seeing with the likes of Target and Bud Light. Absolutely unbelievable.
Well, hot off the press, Olivia, helping things run smoothly from behind the scenes, just let me know that Biden has actually come out to condemn that behavior. The White House condemns trans activists for going topless at Pride Month, inappropriate and disrespectful. So that's good news. So that's really good. And, I can't help but think of our prime minister, who certainly didn't condemn similar behavior. There's pictures of him floating around with a very young feminist without her top on, and he seems to not think that's inappropriate at all. It says, here we go, "This behavior is inappropriate and disrespectful for any event at the White House. It is not reflective of the event we hosted to celebrate LGBTQ plus families or the other hundreds of guests who were in attendance. Individuals in the video will not be invited to future events." Okay, I hear you. Well, I'm happy to see that.
I'm happy to see it too. It's funny though. I'm sure some will condemn that as words of
Oh, yeah.
transphobia.
It'll be anti-trans or something.
Indeed, but Drea, make no mistake, that's obviously damage control and crisis management in the face of what I would imagine to be incredible blowback. I mean, here's the iconic White House being taken over by gender benders doing a striptease. I bet you on the day of that, Biden had no problem with it. But when the feedback came in, that's why you're seeing this damage control press release go out.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean, I can't help but compare to Canada. I feel like we still wouldn't see any condemnation in that. That's what I believe. So at least they're hearing the people on that.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.